Anthony Lionheart Smith versus Dominic Reyes. I got an 80% chance of Reyes winning and 20% chance for Smith winning. Dominic, super strong, sturdy light heavyweight, sorry. He's a very good technical kickboxer. He's explosive, weak to low kicks though. And, he could fall victim to some, explosive bursty attacks. But, when Reyes smells blood, he goes in and he retaliates very well, and when he's in a bind, and he deals with pressure pretty good. And he's got decent takedown defense, and I just see this fight standing all the way. Anthony, he can attack his Reyes' lead leg, but I would say he shouldn't repeat it because it'll just make himself super predictable. And that's like one of the only main strikes I ever see, Anthony really landing cleanly on Reyes, because Anthony is tough. Anthony is really tough, so tough, but he doesn't have much movement. He doesn't use his range properly for a big man. He loads up too much on his strikes, and they're telegraphed really easily. This tires him out. I've seen it before. He has a hard time attacking moving targets also because he loads up too much, and he doesn't take the appropriate steps into the punch. He doesn't do the proper follow-throughs with the executions of his techniques, of the punches, I guess, and he doesn't follow through, and he doesn't, there's just so much to be improved in his stand-up game, or in his game in total, and he's also coming off a loss, so it's not very good for him. Anthony is one of those guys where he has so much potential, but I think I don't know what it is. Well, obviously it's coaching. I would say there's something there, with himself, maybe, I don't know, but he needs to change his method, right? The way how he approaches the fight, and the way how he trains, because how he's fighting isn't working, and it'll never get him to the top. That's how I see it. Anyways, so Reyes wins by having crispier and more finesse and technique to his strikes. His movements and distance management is well above Smith's, and it'll allow him to go in and out of Lionheart's range easily, and he won't even have to pay that much, because when I mean pay, I mean he won't get punished for even trying to go into the inside, because Lionheart will either be out of gas, or he'll see the punch coming, because he doesn't throw that much in combinations either, and he doesn't establish much of a jab. So I just don't see him getting a Lionheart in the first round, because he's so tough. He's very tough. But second or third round, I see a finish from Reyes, and the fight will not go to the ground at all. I don't really see it going to the ground. It might go to the ground in desperation, but I really don't see it going there. And Reyes will end up catching Lionheart with one of his bursts, either through a flurry of combinations and then followed by a takedown and ground and pound, or it just knock him out, during an exchange. And that's pretty much how I see it going for Reyes. But to be fair, Lionheart can win, but he would have had to win back to the lab and fix the holes in his game, because he needs to establish his range. He needs to establish his jab, teeps, leg kicks. He needs to stop throwing everything with so much power. He needs to relax more and be less tense. He needs to be more confident in the octagon. And it's almost as if his punches are super heavily telegraphed, even without fatigue. The moment he gets in there, you can just tell he's going to throw something at you, because he's just loading up. And Lionheart needs to also learn to set a pace and stick with it, and to also learn to control the fight, because he's got pace problems. He doesn't there's so much potential, he's just not as refined as he should be. And against Reyes, you gotta have these things all worked on, all checked off the box, because if they're not, he's gonna come after you, and he's gonna be able to overcome all these things, and then that's what's gonna make Lionheart lose. So another way Lionheart can win is obviously with a lucky shot in an exchange, because he does load up, he throws tough, he throws hard, but I don't know, we'll find out in Fight Night how it goes, but I honestly think it's 80-20 for Reyes. And unfortunately, we see this with a lot of fighters. Lionheart hasn't really adapted, changes technique, so to speak, his game plan and his style, and it could be his ruin. Anyways, let me know what you guys think, and have a great day.